Hello everyone, I'm Georgia Henderson, Public Information Director for the City of Douglas, and I welcome you to the Douglas on My Mind show. Whenever we come back from break, we're going to talk about some of the upcoming fall events and promotion within our great city. We'll be back right after this break. We're back from break, and joining me on the show now is our Fire Chief, Larry Wilson. Welcome to the show.
Glad to be here.
Glad to have you here. You all have a very exciting promotion coming up. It's called Fire Prevention Week.
Yes.
Tell us kind of what it is and how it's recognized nationally.
Fire Prevention Week is a week where we go around to all the schools and then we promote fire prevention. Because when you start out young with fire prevention, that's the best place to start.
Mm-hmm.
You know, kids go home, tell their parents what they learned in school, and that's where we reached most of our schools
Mm-hmm.
and most of our parents through the kids, you know. And
Well, this is true. I know that the Douglas Fire Department, you all are very involved for us, educational programs and making sure that, like you said, starting with the young
Right.
age group kids, that they have an awareness of how to be safe during fire. So it's kind of all encapped in that week. So let's talk about some of the activities you have. I know y'all are doing a poster contest. What grades can participate?
it's through third grade, and we're going to try to do all the third graders, East Side, West Side, Indian Creek Elementary School, and CCA and East Side Baptist.
Okay.
But if any other third graders, maybe if they're homeschooled, they can also participate.
Okay. Now, what's the process? The students, the teachers will have this information and pass it along to the
Right.
teachers, or?
Right, the students will have, well, the teachers will have the information. If anybody outside want to come in, just call the fire station at 912-384-4815.
Okay. Another thing that you're doing is sometimes we know locally in the community kids like to do little field trips. So you present a field trip opportunity for tours of the fire stations. Is that correct?
Yes, all you have to do is call and set up an appointment.
Okay, just call and set up an appointment. Something else you're doing, this is just a great celebration because it goes along all month long. And before I close out the show today, I'm going to talk about how it ties in with some of the other promotions as well. But you're all going to have some prizes that you're going to be giving away.
Right, we'll be giving away prizes for the poster contest, and we also have like a registration box that you can register at City Hall and register for prizes. You have to come to the fire station after we call you. If your name is drawn, we'll come to the fire station and you can get your prize there.
Do you want to kind of clue everybody in on some of the prizes you'll be giving away?
Oh, I can't let that secret out right now.
You're just going to have to go by City Hall
That's
and
right.
sign up.
I mean,
But
we'll-
that'll be set up during the entire month of
Right.
October, right?
And we'll also be doing a trivia question through WOKA. You'll call in, you'll answer the question correctly, and then you also win a prize that way.
Okay. And for everyone who may not know that, on the FM dial is 106.7, also known as the Buck radio station, formerly WOK. But that's a great opportunity to win prizes while everyone is being educated on fire safety. What else y'all have coming up or going on, or you would like the citizens to know? I know that the winter month is coming up. Anything like heat related for during the winter months you want to tell everyone to be cautious about?
That's right. We know winter time's coming up, and be sure you clean out your gas heaters, your central units. I mean, because this dust builds up over the summertime, and you must have it clean, because that's a big hazard. That's the biggest thing we go through during the winter months, is people just now starting up the heaters.
Well, I want to encourage everyone to please be safe. May have to get you back before Christmas to talk about the Christmas tree safety or something like that.
Okay.
May be too early for everyone to talk about that right now, but anything else before you go today?
No, that's it. Just be safe. I
All
mean,
right.
it's
And again, those dates for Fire Prevention Week, and you correct me if I'm wrong, is October the 8th through the 14th. That is the national recognized week for Fire Prevention Week. But our Douglas Fire Department, they will be participating in a campaign the entire month of October, bringing awareness and safety education to our citizens, as well as those door prizes opportunity that Chief Wilson talked about. So if you would like to book an appointment for a tour, be sure to call them at 384-4815. Is that right? 384-4815. And they'll get you set up for a school tour. Chief Wilson, thanks for being here today.
anytime.
All right. We'll be back with more Douglas on My Mind right after this break. We're back from break. Thanks for continuing to watch Douglas on My Mind. Joining me on the show now is Miss Lou Hennessy, who is the chairperson for the Passionately Pink Committee. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Glad to have you here. You see she's all dolled up in her pink today, my favorite color.
Well, it's always my favorite time.
I
not
should
just-
have worn some
right,
pink.
not just because we're helping women, but because I also get to wear hats,
Yes.
which I love.
Yes.
So we're just excited that you're helping us get our promotion going as October's approaching.
Yes, ma'am. So let's talk about what you're doing this year. First of all, tell everyone what is Passionately Pink and how did it get started?
Well, Passionately Pink is a program that helps promote breast cancer awareness and also the fight for a cure. And we got involved in that and when two of our sisters in Beta Sigma Phi were diagnosed with breast cancer. It hits home with us so much because when they say 1 in 8 women will get breast cancer in their lifetime, we had 2 diagnosed at the same time. And since that time, we've also had another member that's been diagnosed with breast cancer. So Passionately Pink is a way for our club and members of the community to get involved in the fight for a cure and also to find ways to help women locally who've been diagnosed with breast cancer.
Wow, well that was a passionate way to get involved after having those friends diagnosed and everything. So tell us, how has Passionately Pink changed over the years?
Well, when we first started, our club was doing it. We were just participating as a group, and one of the members found out about it, and they said, hey, this is a great program. It was part of the Susan G. Komen program, and all you had to do was donate $5. And we had a pink party that night, and each person donated $5.
Yeah.
We had pink refreshments, and everybody wore pink. And from that point on, the next year we decided, well, maybe somebody else in the community might like to participate. And we went out and we were just astounded at how people wanted to participate. And members of the community also knew the ladies that had been diagnosed with breast cancer that were in the club, and they wanted to support them just like we did, because you want to do something to help somebody.
That's right.
When they've been diagnosed and you really don't know what to do. So that's how we got involved in it, and from that point on the community has opened their hearts to this program. And the great thing about it is we're not asking for a lot of money. We welcome donations as much as anyone would like to give, but we basically say, give a $5 donation, or give $1, give anything.
And that's not
you
asking
can.
for much.
That's right,
Yeah,
right.
it's not
But it together, it makes a huge difference. The first year our slogan was, when the passion of one becomes the passion of many, we can find a cure, and that's certainly what's happened in this community.
Well, speaking on that note, I know over the years you changed your theme every year, correct?
Yeah.
What is your theme for this year?
The thing for this year is charting a course for a cure. And that is our primary goal with the work that we do in Beta Sigma Phi, because of the women that have been diagnosed in our group and in the community and family members.
Right.
A cure is what we want. We want it to be so that no other woman ever has that fear that she's going to get that diagnosis of breast cancer.
Well, I know you have goals. So what are some of your goals for this year? What do y'all want to achieve?
What we want to do, of course, is to raise money through sales from the Pink House or donations so that we can help women locally. It's women don't really like to ask for help. They're so busy taking care of their families, and they don't want to be a burden to anyone. So our goal is to have the funds, though, when somebody is troubled with finances, with travel, trying to go to their treatments,
Yes.
or if they need help with a mammogram, or they need a copay, that we have the funds to help them. And of course, I always want to be able to donate money towards
Right.
a cure.
Right, right. Well, I tell you what, you mentioned the theme, and you brought some merchandise with you today. So we're going to show now. You have these yard signs. I'm going to be lost behind the sign for a moment, so y'all bear with us. So this Passionately Pink yard sign with the date. Are y'all giving these out to businesses? How do you get one?
The way that you get one of those to show that you're participating is you come to the Pink House and participate with us and purchase some of the merchandise at the Pink House, which then goes to help women
Okay.
and help in the fight for a cure. And we'll give you one of these yard signs for you to put up and help us promote that day, so everyone knows that Passionately Pink Day is October 26th.
All right. And as little as just any donation level, or you got to buy something?
No, any donation level. If you'll help us advertise and promote it,
Yes.
that day's coming up, because we're all so busy, it's easy for us to forget
Right.
what day it is.
Well, we're just going to model merchandise today because you all you set your theme as charting the course. And Johnny, you tell me if I'm holding this correctly, or these are some of the different shirts that you have. And I noticed y'all have some new colors this year. So
Yes,
you can talk about them as I hold them up.
Of course, we always have the Passionately Pink color. And you can tell it says Charting a Course for a Cure with the hot pink and the compass on it. We're directed at a cure. This is another one that has the compass. That's popular this year, the compass, and pink latitude is the thing for that
V-neck.
shirt. It's still part of the compass group. And that was really cute because it says pink latitude is a little thing that makes a big difference, and wearing pink certainly makes a big difference during the month of October.
Yes, it does. And you was telling me about the V-neck shirts this year.
Yes, this is one of the special shirts that you have to come to the Pink House to purchase it, because the sizes vary a little bit from just regular
it feels
t-shirts.
so soft and
It
good.
is
It's a
very
good
soft,
feeling.
and everybody loves a V-neck shirt. So.
Okay, talk about this one.
Well, we have our Trojan Pink Out game again this year, and Go Pink, Fight for a Cure, Win for Life. And this is one of the shirts that we're promoting for the Pink Out game. Of course, you can wear any of those.
Now, we had this charting for...
That's in navy,
Navy.
and the shirts, all the shirts come in 2 different colors. This is the other Charting a Course shirt, because we always try to have variety in them. We have tried to have some designs that are more male-oriented.
Yes.
And also we have our hats here, and one of these says, "Tough Guys Wear Pink." So we definitely have something
this
for
the one?
men always, yes.
See, men,
We wanna
those of
make
you
sure,
too macho to wear pink, just a little bit of pink will do you right there.
That's right. We want to make sure our men are dressed in pink, because they do a great job helping us promote the program.
So these are great. So all of these, and now through the sale, how does the sale of these promotion items help you?
It's really important for everyone to come and participate during Passionately Pink at the Pink House and purchase their shirts, and we have all kinds of items to help you get decked out in pink, because that's how we help the women in our community.
Okay.
And an example is when someone is traveling for transportation to their treatments, we give them $30, say if they're going to Waycross or Tifton, and that helps them with gas and also with meals on
That's
that day.
true. That's true.
So that gives you an idea of what donations can do, what a difference they can make, and sales.
Yes.
And you know, there's more to it than just wearing pink. We need you to come by the Pink House and support us, because that's where the funds come from to help women.
Okay. Well, we have a banner here also. Now, I don't know, we put this over the table here. Up. Okay. We have, y'all bear with us today. So tell me about the banner.
Well,
Are
the
these going to be
banner-
up around town?
Yes,
or-
these are going to be up around town, and this, of course, is our thing, charting a course for a cure, because that is our goal, is to find a cure. That's what our main mission is. So when you see this around town, you'll know what it is. It's part of our promotion for Passionately Pink.
Okay. Have you found it easy to get the community involved, or is there challenges there that we need to overcome, and what can we do differently as a community to help?
Well, just we have what we call create an impact, and that means come up with a way that you can come up with a project to help raise funds for Passionately Pink. It can be something as simple as a bake sale, a lemonade stand. We had a group that did candy bar sales. Come up with your way that you can raise money and make a donation. I know that many of the churches, they have what they call Worship in Pink, and they'll come and they get our t-shirts from the Pink House, either whether it's for the Sunday service or the ladies groups.
Okay.
And that helps us tremendously, and we're so appreciative of everyone that does that. And we have them come from not just Coffee County, but surrounding counties. And the other thing we do for them, because a lot of times it's an educational program, we provide materials, and that's one of the things we're so proud of, is that we help them make sure the women in their groups are doing self-checks, getting mammograms.
Awesome.
And one thing that people think, they'll say, well, everybody knows about breast cancer awareness, but if you ask your family, or you ask someone that's been diagnosed, I don't know how many times a week that when I ask someone, did you know you had a lump? And they'll say yes, that it's been there for a couple of weeks or a couple of months, and I did not go get it checked out.
Wow.
So we can never be too aware, because again, women are so busy, they won't take the time. They'll put it aside while they take care of their families.
Well, Passionately Pink, if I get it right, this is a project of Beta Sigma Phi.
Yeah, Beta Sigma Phi, the Alpha Theta chapter.
So we're proud of you all taking this stance to get involved, to bring awareness, and to come up with this fundraiser to support locally, to support women who are going through, dealing with some form of breast cancer.
Yes, and we'd have a couple of events coming up if we have time to.
Okay.
One of the things is
I'll take it. I'll take it round for you. By all means, we want to talk about the events.
Well, the Pink House opens up next week.
Okay.
That's amazing that it's already here, and it opens up on Monday, and Monday's September the 25th, and the hours are from 11 to 1:30 and 4 to 6 on Monday. And then on Fridays, we're open from 11 to 2.
Now, is this when it opened next week, it'll be through the end of October?
Yes, it'll be through the end of October. And on Thursday of next week, we're having an open house for survivors and family members to come by. One of the things we do each year is give T-shirts to our survivors. So we want to ask them to come by and celebrate with them their lives and their health, and come get their T-shirts, and their family members come, and ask anybody to come by that day that would like to volunteer. We'll have the information about it on our Facebook page.
Okay.
And it's Douglas's Passionately Pink, and they can
Well, we'll give that again before you leave today.
Yes. But one of the things we're excited about this year is we're going to get to participate in the Health and Wellness Festival that the hospital always
That's
has,
right.
and it's going to be at the hospital on the grounds this year, and we are sponsoring the walk. We are co-sponsoring the walk with them.
Great.
So it's exciting for us because they're going to help us promote breast cancer awareness, and we're asking people to wear pink that day, and this is a copy of the posters if you see them around town anywhere. There's a walk and a run.
Yes.
So you have an option, but
Pick your speed.
we're encouraging family members to get their pink on and come out and walk and support Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And for any survivor that would like to walk, we are going to pay the registration fee. So they just need
Awesome.
to contact us, and we'll be glad to get that set up. And anybody that wants more information, again, they can look on the Facebook page.
Okay.
So,
Any other activities?
well, just to inform people, the Think Pink Dinner with the Chamber is coming up, and if anybody is attending this, we once again are going to have our tip the guy in the pink bow tie, and these are the tip buckets. So a lot of the groups that have a table at the Think Pink Dinner, they'll their waiter will collect tips that night, and
Gotcha.
some of them will collect them before that. So if you see one of these buckets, please make a donation, even if it's just pennies. It makes a difference. Last year we collected that night $500,
Wow.
which was huge,
Yes.
for us. So that's several trips to the doctor for women that need help with travel. So that's a wonderful program. I'm sure that there'll be other events going on kind of as we get rolling. That's when people start calling
Yes.
us, and again, Passionately Pink Day is October 26th, and the Trojan game is the 27th. It's also senior night, but the school system has been generous enough to allow us to also have a
Still, you
pink
do your
night.
pink night also.
Yes. Again, with the promotions, we have several groups that are beginning to call us about doing promotions. Dolores' Florist is one of them. And a lot of times I think maybe people don't understand what that is, because what they do there is if you can buy a ticket, a $5 ticket, you can win a flower arrangement once a month for a year.
Oh, wow.
Off of one ticket, you could win that, and for any of us that buy flowers
Yes,
from the
yes. You
florist.
can think of somebody or some need every month.
Yes, and a couple of years ago, the person that won it, that was so sweet, they sent the flowers each time to someone else, maybe that wasn't feeling well. But that's quite if you happen to win that's quite a nice gift to win.
That's awesome.
Yes, and something else that is going on November the 4th up at Ambrose. It's called the Extreme Bull Challenge Bull Ride in Ambrose. I want to read that
Oh,
so
wow.
I've got it right. But each year when they donate money to a fundraising group in the county, in the community, and this year it's going to be for breast cancer awareness, and we're excited that they're
Now, where would they have that at in Ambrose?
it's called at the Ride Roughstock Arena.
Okay.
And it's Miss Vera Williams. And if you look on Facebook, you can find anything on Facebook. You
This
can
is true.
find more information about that. But they're going to have a bake sale and different things like that, and bull, the mechanical bull riding for kids or
Okay.
anyone, and doing different things
That's
to help
neat.
raise
Okay.
money. So anyway, so we're just excited to see what other
Well, you
ideas
have a
people in
full
the community
schedule.
will do.
You have a full schedule that you told us about today, the merchandise, and of course they're taking donations also. And as you said, this week the Pink House will open
Yes, it's
through
coming Monday.
through the end of October. So we want to encourage everyone to go by there. Go to your Facebook page. What's the name of that Facebook page again?
Douglas is Passionately Pink.
Yes, Douglas is Passionate Pink. Loads of information there, and if someone wants to call you, they can call what number?
It's 912-384-PINK or 912-381-2225.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming today and sharing all your information.
Thank you for the opportunity.
You're welcome. We'll be back with more Douglas on My Mind right after this break.
One time.
We're back from break. Thanks for continuing to watch Douglas on My Mind. Joining me on the show now are our friends from the General Coffee State Park here in Coffee County. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
With us we have Mr. Wade Huffman, who is the park manager, and Terry Darwin, who is a residential park volunteer. Your face is a little new to us here in the community. So tell us, how did you get involved volunteering at the state park?
My husband and I are both retired Navy, so we decided after we got done working we were going to volunteer, sold everything. We now travel from state park to National Wildlife Refuge, and we volunteer our time. And we spend about 3 to 4 months at different parks. And we started out here at General Coffee. Was our very first work camp gig, I guess you could call it, for 3 months.
Yes.
Then we came back about a year or two later, and then Wade rescued us this time because we were evacuating from Jupiter, Florida, and he said, come on up and help us out.
Wow, and you decided to just come on and just be a residential volunteer here.
Again.
That's a great story. Well, and talking about, this community really saw effects from Hurricane Irma that we hadn't seen before. And at the state park, you and I was talking, y'all suffered a lot out there as well. Tell us what's going on.
We certainly did, much like the rest of the community. Irma came in stronger than I think a lot of us expected, as almost Category 1.
Yes.
Just at the park, we're up to 90 plus trees down. Have gotten most of that cleared with the help of volunteers such as Terry
Yes.
and her husband. Our trails are in really bad shape still. That's going to take several months, probably, and some extra help. Looking at 50 plus trees down on a small section
Right.
of trail.
So do you need the community's involvement with that to come out and help clean up?
We will probably have some volunteer days scheduled, looking at use of AmeriCorps team that we do have in state parks
Yes.
to help us with that. But as with anything, and during this hurricane, we couldn't succeed in dealing with the evacuees and all that if we didn't have our volunteers that we do have. We were able to feed and house many volunteers again, just like our evacuees, just like during Hurricane Matthew. This time was worse for us. We had to actually evacuate our evacuees from the park.
I remember that
to-
happening during the storm.
To the Holiness Baptist Campground, which I'd like to thank them, just down the road from us.
Yes.
We were able to get our campers out of there to them in a much safer, higher
Oh, yes.
spot, and everybody was fine.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, and I know you're trying to get it all clean because the schedule that you have given me today, y'all have a lot of events coming up.
We do. It's always unfortunate how hurricane season falls.
Yes.
Our fall season is our busy event season. Coming up is your State Parks Day on the 30th. Is a day for really, again, to recognize volunteers, to recognize our state parks, your state parks, the communities. We will be having a 5K run during that, the Fast and the Furriest. The
Fast and Furriest.
Humane Society is partnering to let people come out and run with their pets.
Oh, neat.
Going to do that. We have to get those trails fixed first because it was going to be a trail run.
Gotcha.
So we're going to have to figure that one out.
Yeah. Well, putting the plea out, maybe someone in the community will see this and come out and help you get ready for that day.
We will not turn that help down. Lots of trees.
Okay. And your next event?
We have we have our pottery scavenger hunt ongoing. My wife Karen and my interpretive ranger Jackie Clay have been spending a lot of hours in the pottery studio here in town, making these individual pottery pieces. Our guests can go out and find medallions that we've hidden throughout the park, and if they bring us one of those, it corresponds with one of those unique pieces of pottery.
That's a neat
They
program.
get to remember, what they were doing.
Do they get to keep them in that
They don't get
medallion
to keep
as
the
well?
medallion, but
Need
they
'em
get
back.
to keep the pottery.
There's 2 pieces left.
Okay, so get on out there and find those. Any hints?
We
No.
have.
She
we
said
have-
no. She
We
said
have
no.
one person that knows where they are. We have pictures on the Facebook page, and that is the hint.
I got you.
It's-
So go to their Facebook
It's challenging.
page. Okay.
Miss Jackie is not giving up the information.
I know Miss Jackie, and she is not going to give that up. The Moonlight Madness. Now, you've been doing this for some years now. Tell me
We
more about
have.
this event.
I believe this is going to be our 12th annual Moonlight Madness big event, starting out during the day with a kids' carnival with some carnival games for the young ones. And as we get later and later in the day, our old pool building morphs into a haunted house
Oh.
with about 7 or 8 different rooms, different themes. We'll probably call that PG-13. Pretty pretty scary haunted house, and we'll have that going up till about 10 o'clock at night.
See, I'm the scared one. I probably will never go through the haunted house.
And you're hoping to have a corn maze.
And hoping we had a hay maze last year, hoping to have a corn maze this year to kind of change it up and see what
Okay.
happens. The hurricane stunted my corn a little bit, so
Yeah,
we're going to see what
imagine.
we're going to see what it does.
Okay, well, maybe something will come out of it. Now, the Pioneer Harvest, that's really
Yes.
a older program that you have.
And I think this will be our 42nd annual or something like that, all based around our Heritage Farm area. Taking a step back in time to what would have been going on at the farm had it been in operation. We will have cane syrup boiling, turpentining, candle making, soap making, period crafts like that. Several different vendors with handmade arts and crafts, and just a day of celebrating the farm as it would have been, and getting to, of course, enjoy the animals. Still, all our animals made it through the hurricane all right. They're all fine.
That's awesome. Do you ever at any of these events allow like community resource vendors or anyone to come out?
They can, yes. The thing with Pioneer is as long as it's handmade items, yes, we will take. We love to have those folks.
Okay. And after that, then you lead into Christmas like we do. You do
We
Christmas
do.
on the pond.
We do the very next day. As soon as we get Pioneer Harvest
Wow.
cleaned up, it's time to start putting up Christmas lights. We've gotten up to 12,000 lights on the park.
Wow.
And we'll leave those up through at least New Year's, just to let people drive. We'll turn them on at night
Right.
and let people drive through there and see them. And we keep adding things. We've added a lot of inflatables the last few years. Got a Star Wars Christmas themed
Oh, wow.
Star Wars area. So we're going to expand again this year.
Okay.
Definitely we'll have some volunteer days for that. That's a lot of Christmas lights to put up.
Well, listen, these are a lot of great programming for family, kids to come out and enjoy. I know often people say, well, my kids and different ones, do not have anything to do. So this, definitely gives them a calendar.
Right.
And a variety of activities. Now, with all of these events, if someone did come out to them, they still have the vehicle park fee? The park?
You do, each vehicle have to purchase a $5 pass. And for many of these events, except for Christmas on the Pond, there is a nominal event fee, $2 or so a person,
Okay,
just to let us recoup some of that.
gotcha.
But it is, we definitely want to see the families out there in a safe, fun environment. Get the kids, get to learn some things, and the adults too.
That's
We
great.
love seeing everybody back out there.
Now, you have two other programs, the park paddling program and the archery range. Tell us about those.
Okay, yeah, some of our outdoor recreation events. The park paddling, we've recently been granted a permit to be guides on Banks Lake down in Lakeland. So as it cools off, we'll start offering some day paddles down there. There's a lot of neat things to be seen, wildlife and
Wow.
habitat and things like that. With the hurricane, it's probably full of water now, so that would be nice. We were going to do one last week, but of course those plans got changed.
Is this the first year partnering with Banks
It
Lake?
is. This is the first year we've been able to
Yeah.
obtain that permit. So.
Wow, okay, that's good. And the archery?
The archery range, something we've been working on for several years. It is open to such a state now that we're able to sell day passes. That's $10 a day for that, to come out there, bring your own equipment, and you can stay out there all day practicing your skills with your bow.
Wonderful.
We'll probably have a grand opening later in the fall when the weather is nicer.
That's good. That's awesome. Now, Friends of General Coffee State Park, want to talk about that because
Okay.
people like Miss Terry here, you're great volunteers.
Right.
Tell us about the role of Friends of General Coffee State Park and how people can join.
Okay. The Friends of Georgia State Parks, the big organization, for most of our state parks and historic sites, we have local chapters, Friends chapters. Right now, ours at General Coffee is mainly composed of my officers, my 4 officers, and about 10 board members. But during such things as, say, this hurricane, we lean heavily on the Friends to provide that volunteer help, as well as funds to purchase food to feed the evacuees, say, and to help us with larger projects on the park that we just don't have the funding for. A lot of the farm projects they're helping us with. We're going to be installing a security system on the farm,
Neat.
as well as wireless internet
Yes.
to help with that. And the Friends is going to be taking care of the money part of that for us.
That's wonderful.
Several years ago when the budgets all went downhill in the state. Our capital fund, we don't have any. So we rely on them for advocacy support. Would love to have some more members. Officers are working really hard. All they need to do is come out, purchase one of the annual Friends memberships, and they are then a member of the Friends of General Coffee State Park.
All right, all right. Well, that's great, and to have those community volunteers working for you like
That's
that.
right. That's right. I mean, it's crucial. We couldn't do what we do without that help, and we're so thankful for our volunteers.
Do you have anything else other than volunteers that's a greater need at the park that you wanted the community to know about?
Other than if you just come out, say on the weekend, and we might be cleaning up a trail or cleaning up around the pond or whatever project we're working on, and we'll be glad to put anybody to work helping us with that. we won't turn anybody away. There's always a project ongoing, always something we're doing, and we're saying, oh, we wish we had a few more people. So.
Ms. Terry, do you want to say anything about the impact of volunteerism and how it have on your life at the state park to try to encourage someone to come and volunteer?
I highly recommend people try to come out, especially to this park. This is probably one of the nicest state parks I've been in. This past hurricane, when this thing blew through, I saw a lot of community come together. And I was really proud to be part of it. But I recommend come on out and volunteer. Even if you don't, just come out and enjoy the park a little bit. It's fun to be out there.
All right. Okay. Well, before we leave today, just tell everyone how to contact you. Find you on Facebook, and I know on your website you have your events listed too and a phone number.
Okay. Anyone can contact the park office at 912-384-7082 or visit us on Facebook, General Coffee State Park and the Friends of General Coffee State Park. And we're pretty responsive there, always checking those, and we will get back to you with an answer.
All right. Well, Terry, Wade, thank y'all for being with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, and wish you well getting the park all cleaned up.
It's going to be back. It's going to be back to General Coffee soon.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll be back with another guest on the show right after this break. Back from break once again, and thank you for continuing to watch the Douglas on My Mind show. Joining me now is Danny McCarty, who has a very long title. He is the Director of Cardiac Rehab and the Wellness Center at Coffee Regional Medical Center. And as if he does not have a long enough title, he is also the Event Coordinator for Coffee Regional's Community Health and Wellness Day. And also we have Courtney Sheffield, who is the Nurse Navigator for Coffee Regional. Welcome. Thank you for having a short job title. Danny. Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Well, thank you guys for coming to talk today. So I tell you what, some changes this year.
Oh yeah, we have.
So
a
we're
lot
gonna
of
jump
changes.
right in it. When is the day?
Okay, so it's going to be October the 7th, and it's still our primary time of 8:30 in the morning till 12:30 in the afternoon. Big things are we're going to have it at Coffee Regional Medical Center this year because we really wanted to move all the blood, the lab work, and everything to the hospital, since that's where all of our lab people are and all the machines that they need to spin this stuff down and make it look whatever they do to it, lab people stuff.
Yeah, that's very important that everyone mark your calendar and share the word. It's not at Central Square Complex this year. It's going to be at Coffee Regional. So starting out at 8 o'clock, what all is going on?
Okay, so we have some great things going on this year besides the blood work, which is the $30 panel. We're also going to be doing prostate screens this year. So in the past, the prostate screens have been in the month of September, but we've had some changes, so we're going to move it to the same day, so you'll be able to sign up for that prostate screening through the SSU department. So kind of to walk you through it, if you're going to have your lab work done, you're going to enter the main entrance of the hospital. You're going to travel through the hallways, down to the right, back to the classrooms where we'll have the actual blood profiles done with the lab staff. And we'll have the prostate screens when you enter the door to the left in our SSU department, which we'll have signs for everybody.
I was just going to ask you, do you have ushers or signs
We're going to have tons of volunteers there that day, directing people traffic to where they need to be.
Okay.
So we have those things going on, as well as our typical vendors that's going to be there, along with some new things this year. We're going to have a 5K run and a 1.5 mile walk, which we're joining efforts with Beta Sigma Phi.
Yes, and Miss Lou Henderson, she was on the show a little earlier before you, and she was talking about it. And I told her we was going to try to squeeze you in on the show today, and here you are. So tell us about it. How does one register for the run, walk? You know what I said? You can go any speed you want to go. You can run, walk.
You can run, walk, skip, hop.
Something for everybody.
Something for everyone. And, the big thing here is you can register 2 ways. One, obviously you can grab all of our stuff from our Facebook page or the Beta Sigma page. We both have it on our pages. 2, you can do runsignup.com. If you want to sign up online, you can just go through the Run Sign Up website. 2, Coffee Regional Medical Center. You can look up our site up under the Wellness Center. You'll see a flyer there that will have the race registration. Some fun things we're going to do with this project with the Beta Sigma Phi ladies. They're going to pink it out for us. The proceeds for this is going to still benefit the Cardiac Rehabilitation Center, which means that the funds that we raise go into the foundation, a cardiac rehab foundation for patients in the community, as well as we'll be helping them out raise money for the Passionately Pink and supporting October.
That's an awesome partnership.
It's a great partnership. Along with our other partners, the Coffee Health Alliance. Coffee Health Alliance is a new group sort of here in the community that's joining partnerships with other businesses to bring about change, a positive change in presenting things such as the Better Health Lower Cost program we're doing. They're also a part of a couple of new programs. They're going to be doing some reading programs in the school that's going to be teaching kids about eating better, exercising. We've partnered with some of the city projects with the Coffee Health Alliance. So we're slowly bringing about change. Then we have the Wellness Center as one of our sponsors and Coffee Regional Medical Center as one of our sponsors as well for this project. Now this walk and run will start at 7:45 in the morning. Okay. So we're going to start this a little earlier. We will have outdoor vendors, people outside, we'll have vendors inside. So we'll kick it off with the walk. Now, one good thing that the Beta Sigma Phi girls said they're going to do is anyone who has been diagnosed, treated for cancer, they're going to give them a free entry to do the 1.5 mile walk. Yeah.
She did say
so they're going to sponsor those people to do the 1.5 mile walk. That's great.
That is great.
And I applaud them for their tremendous work they do in the community with this project.
What's the route for the run walk?
Okay, Courtney, do you want to tell them about that one? She's looking blind at me. No, that's me.
Danny's thing. Danny's baby is the run.
Danny's baby's the run. Courtney's really here helping promote the Community Health and Wellness Day and getting those activities coordinated. But the run will start at the hospital as normal. We will go 32 down to Bowens Mill. Bowens Mill will make a right on Gordon Street. We will run the community around Wheeler Park area and then back to the hospital and to your ending. So that'll be the 5K run. The 1.5 mile walk will be half of that. Gotcha. So that it won't take them as long.
Circle back around Gordon and
circle back to the hospital, North Chester Avenue. I think it's Chester Avenue. Back to the hospital.
Okay, well, neat. Well, let's get into the community side of things. Courtney, you want to tell us what you have planned? I know Danny said you're going to have outdoor vendors. How can the community get involved?
We are. We're going to have a lot of great vendors. Some will be, like you said, will be set up outside. Some will be inside. We're hoping for a beautiful weather and a beautiful day. We'll have everything from things for kids, things like fire trucks, face painting, balloons, different activities, cornhole, as well as just educational opportunities for any age. We're going to really try to promote overall wellness, which will be a lot of health promotion and prevention, as well as being really holistic with our approach, mind, body, spirit, trying to encourage churches and organizations like that to participate as well.
Okay, other than holistic, the other vendors that you're looking for, does it have to be wellness oriented type vendors?
We are really trying to
Or
target and
public safety.
focus on wellness. We're trying to make sure that it addresses all ages. So even if a business maybe they are more financial health, that still is an important part of
Yes.
overall wellness. So we
Yes.
encourage those to participate. Or some are even partnering with other organizations to try to have activities or wellness-based things at their booth so they can promote themselves as well as wellness in our community.
And if someone is interested, how would they sign up to be a vendor? Is this form on the website as well?
This form is on our Facebook page, one, and two, if you will contact me, I will gladly email you an application as well as the flyers and information to put out. And to continue that part of it, we're really wanting more of a holistic approach. We're looking at mind, the body, the spirit. We're looking at things that will affect someone and make them better.
Yes.
You know, I think the financial one is really good because we all struggle at some point in our lives with finances, and sometimes it just needs a little extra help to get us back on the right track. So if our finances are good, we can better
And
take care of
stress.
ourselves,
Yes.
take away the stress.
Stress.
So
Oh,
we're
yes.
looking for opportunities from the community to think outside of the box than from the typical vendors we've had in the past. We love our vendors. We love our older vendors, the ones that's been there, but we're also looking for opportunities for new ideas to present to the community. Hey, let's try this.
Well, I love it how you're thinking outside the box with it, and just reinventing the wheel just a little bit, not totally getting away with it, just encompassing more of the, I guess, the variety, like you said, the holistic approaches, different approaches to improving our overall health.
Absolutely, and Courtney can tell you too. We're going to have a dentist office there.
Doing dental screenings.
That's going to be Wilkerson and
Fussell.
Fussell. We will also have hearing screenings. We have someone coming to set up a booth actually inside the hospital so they can have their hearing tested. We'll have vision screenings, dermatology, skin cancer screenings. So if you're scared that you may have skin, this is a perfect opportunity to have a free checkup. Let's check it out and see if you have a problem there.
Diabetes screenings.
We're going to have diabetes screenings,
And all
blood
of this
pressure.
is free on this day, except
All
for
of
the
it's free.
blood work.
The blood work is $30 and the prostate screen is $10 for that.
yeah.
But that includes the PSA and the other stuff.
Gotcha.
But we do a full check, just to make sure everybody's good.
Gotcha. Anything else? You have sponsors, partners in this? I
We
know
do.
you called some out earlier.
We do have sponsors in this, and I believe is it Just Jump? They have sponsored us 3 jump castles, and as well as we're still, Beta Sigma Phi, of course, is one of our big sponsors, as well as we're still looking for sponsors for the 5K run. If you're interested in doing that, we will put your name on the back of our t-shirts and make you a premier sponsor. We'll be glad to add, and of course, we also want plenty of vendors. We still have plenty of space for vendors to participate. It's a perfect opportunity for people to participate in the community.
Well, you mentioned T-shirts. Are you going to have T-shirts for sale, or those come with the entries to the run, walk?
Well, 2 things. Well, one, we will have a t-shirt when you register for the 5K run or the walk. You will get a free t-shirt as a part of the entry. Beta Sigma Phi will also be selling Passionately Pink t-shirts that day. We've not done that in the past, but since we're sponsoring with them and they're key players and bringing about change in the community, we have allotted them space to actually sell this Passionately Pink t-shirt. So if you guys want to get your shirts ahead of time this year, here's the perfect opportunity for that. Yes.
Oh, yes. You have something to add to that, Courtney?
And I was just going to say, anybody in the community, I would encourage, even if they're not sure if they're wellness based, if they want to participate, of course we want everybody involved that has a desire to be. They can contact Danny, myself, anybody that's sharing information on Facebook, and find ways that they could participate. For example, we're trying to get our local high school cheerleaders involved to cheer on the runners in the race.
Yes.
Trying to get some local artists to come and participate. A lot of things like that are going on that are really neat and fun as far as the volunteer side. So we're always looking for volunteers, and we would take any help.
Hey, I just want to know, are y'all having this jury sale on this day?
I know. To be continued, but I know a lot of people love that sale. And our auxilians do a fantastic
Oh, yeah.
job with that.
You know, shopping therapy is good. Though. So you was talking
Some
about my
emotional
wellness.
help.
Emotional
Yes.
support and
Health and
help.
wellness.
Well, thank you all for coming today to share the information. I know there's a lot, but if you will, before we close out today, just share your contact numbers again for the two of you, your Facebook and website.
And you can find us on Facebook at the Wellness Center, or you can contact myself or Courtney at 383-6988, or you can contact the hospital's main number, 384-1900. Those guys will be able to get you to us at any given point, and we will reach back out to you. If you want my email, I'd gladly give you my email.
Sure.
Or you can find it on Facebook at danny.mccarty@coffeeregional.org.
All right.
But anybody that's interested, please feel free to email me, call. My team of staff at the Wellness Center too, they're looking for people to call and glad to help. Yeah.
Well, great itinerary. I'm Danny and Courtney, and thank you all for coming to share it today.
Thank you for
Thanks
allowing us
having
to come. Yeah.
All right.
It's great.
We'll be back with some closing announcements right after this break. Before we close today, I just want to share a couple of announcements with you. You heard today on the show from our Fire Chief, Larry Wilson, talking about Fire Prevention Week, but want to also let you know some other promotions we have coming up during the first part of October. Natural Gas Week will be observed during October the 1st, actually through the 31st, an entire month. So if you are a natural gas residential customer and you have a gas furnace and would like for the the gas department to come out and light your pilot lighting, please give them a call at 389-3427. You have to be on the list, and as long as you're on the list before the end of October, if they end up going over into November, they will come eventually and do a free pilot lighting on your furnace. So call the natural gas department at 389-3427. Also coming up on October the 7th is our next community junk-free drop-off day that will be held at the Pole Yard from 8 until 12 noon. This is a monthly program where we invite citizens to clean up around their home. And we just want to remind everyone that there's you can't have loads of like building materials. Now, if you just have a few little pieces from around your home and that kind of thing, but if it's obvious that you have done some type of renovation project, those items in large quantities will not be allowed to be dropped off that day. You will have to take that directly to the train station at the landfill. However, you're welcome to clean up around your home. No tires, no hazardous materials. You should be good. And that is on October the 7th from 8 a.m. until 12 noon. Mark your calendar coming up for these next events. Hometown Harvest is coming up on October the 26th on the vacant lot next to City Hall. If any community partners would like to sign up to be a vendor and distribute candy, call our Main Street manager, Patty Merritt, at 912-384-5161. Also coming up the first weekend in November is the Southern Home Vintage Market that will be held at Central Square Complex. It's a 2-day event, so we want to just tell you to mark your calendar for that and be on the lookout for more information about that event. Also, pretty soon, within the next couple of weeks, we're a bit delayed, and we do apologize for this, and that is the late registration for our Christmas parade. So go ahead and be thinking about what you want to do. Our theme is a Starry Night, and it's our annual Festival of Lights Christmas parade that will be held on Saturday, December the 2nd. One thing, we're going to be talking more about this, but one thing we want you to go ahead and start making notes for is that the parade would end at a different location this year. We're working with South Georgia State College to let that be the end route for the parade, because the land with the Board of Education where we normally disband the parade, they have sold that property. So because of some retail development that's going to take place on that property, we are going to have the en route. It's a little bit shorter, but just want parents to know that. But whenever you come to register for the parade, we'll be sure to put this information on our website, Facebook pages, and also in the registration information as well. One other announcement, be on the lookout for more information about a Douglas Mayor's Youth Council that will be for youth students the ages of 14 to 19 years of age in the 9th through 12th grade. So we're getting ready to push out registration for the applications for this program, and we just want you to sign up and be thinking about if you are interested in being a part of the Mayor's Youth Council, which will be a 9-member team that will basically serve as an advisory committee for our mayor and commission. Those are the announcements for this week, and as always, we thank you for watching, and remember to keep Douglas on your mind.